Women's Social Corner. I'm Janvi and this is WSC Picks. It's a saying that what God can't give, a doctor can. But how true is that? Today, we'll know this by our interaction with plastic and cosmetic surgeon Dr. Kedarnath Pandya. So let's get the conversation going. Welcome to Women's Social Corner.
Thank you.
To start with, tell us as a cosmetic surgeon, what is your idea of beauty? Can you put beauty into proportions?
Yeah, so you definitely can put beauty into proportions because beauty is all about proportions.
Okay.
So you must have heard about golden ratio or Fibonacci series, right? So basically the ratio is 1:1.618. So that ratio is being followed on face also. So when you see a beautiful face or a cute face, then those facial structures, namely forehead, eyebrows, eyes, your lips, chin, ears, cheeks, and nose, they follow certain proportion, right? So when all these facial structures they are into proportion, automatically you would find the face attractive or beautiful. But let me tell you one thing, that beauty is about flaws also. So not all the time these perfectly ratioed structures might look beautiful or attractive. So there are many faces which one or other structures might not be following a perfect ratio, but you still find them attractive or beautiful.
But you talked about flaws, but many people today don't want flaws. Like, do you have requests where girls just come to you and say that make me look like Kim Kardashian or make me look like this actress? Like, do you get such requests?
Yeah, I often come those type of requests, especially from the young generation. So basically, they come up with requests such as like I want nose like Selena Gomez or make my lips look like Ana de Armas. So I tell them that your anatomy is different from hers. You don't have her teeth, you don't have her maxilla, her jawbone, her muscles, her skin, right? So you cannot really mimic a particular celebrity's nose or lips or chin on your face, but you can definitely be your best version. So that's what our clinic's tagline is about, that discover your best self. So you can discover the best part in you which is hidden.
True.
Or we can enhance
that. True. And as a doctor, what's your observation on which is the most common surgery these days and what it is like?
Yeah, so most common surgery that I perform in my clinic and elsewhere also is liposuction and tummy tuck, of course. And the second most common surgery is breast implants.
Okay. And do you think that surgeries and cosmetic surgeries especially are still a very elite thing that celebrities do or rich people do, or you think that now it's becoming more common?
Yeah, so now it is becoming more common. They are becoming more popular also. The acceptance towards getting a cosmetic surgery, getting a plastic surgery done is also increasing. And people also try and understand that plastic surgery can do certain things and cannot do certain things. So there was always a cloud of myths and suspense and mystery about plastic and cosmetic surgery, thanks to Bollywood. That you can overnight become totally someone else. You can change your personality also. So that is not possible. And they also, because of this celebrities, they are coming directly into contact with the viewer through this social media and microblogging sites. So they also come to know about the trends and surgical procedures and non-surgical treatments which are going on in the field of cosmetic and plastic surgery very early.
And do you have clients from villages, and what are the kind of surgeries they are opting for?
Yeah, so basically I get many patients from tier 2, tier 3 cities, and what they are mainly worried about, or they come to me, is one is liposuction and tummy tuck surgery, because they are not able to perform their daily routine, daily activities. Being housewives, they might not be having household help that the urban housewife might be having in Ahmedabad. So they want to go for this debulking procedures, liposuction, tummy tuck. And second most common surgery is breast reduction surgery.
And as you also talked about celebrities, so I was recently watching Coffee with Karan, and the host Karan asked actress Janvi Kapoor that who is the sexiest, actress in town, and she said her name. But tell us, as a doctor, what are the kind of surgeries it takes to become the person that she is today?
Yeah, so the list is frankly very long because she has undergone good amount of surgical work done. So starting from the top, basically she has had undergone surgical rhinoplasty, and she gets this botox done for brow lift, and she has lip fillers, she has fillers for her chin and jawline augmentation. She has had breast implants done, and she has had liposuction and fat grafting in buttocks or hips area done, which we call as a Brazilian butt lift.
Yeah. So there are a lot of. It takes a lot of.
Yes, it takes a lot of work
Yeah.
to look beautiful or make someone look more attractive.
And tell me, there are so many types of idea of beauty. Why this term of this Brazilian butt lift? Why is that so popular?
Yeah, so basically it started in African population, and they have this idea of beauty or concept of beauty that size of the buttocks is related directly with the fertility of that particular lady.
Okay.
So, and it is scientifically also true. There is this line in the recent movie Animal also, like the Ranbir Kapoor comments about certain structure of the actress, and he assures her that together we can produce beautiful and healthy babies. So it has been in their what we can say culture, and they have this notion about beauty that the lady should be having large breast and buttocks both. And because of this plastic surgery, they started doing it, and they started achieving results which are beyond sometimes natural way or natural limits. So this is where this concept has gone into the West and then came to India.
Come back, yeah. But so tell me, like, is it possible that if a person hits the gym regularly, is fitness freak, can we achieve the kind of body that plastic surgeons can give? Like, is it possible to have a chiseled body naturally?
It is sometimes not possible.
Okay.
Because the physiology is again one thing. You can hit the gym, you can eat right, you can do exercise. You are honest to yourself. You are eating good. You are eating calorie deficient diet, good protein. You are doing good exercise and everything. But your body is not able to utilize fat which is stored in certain areas of your body, because the mitochondria in those fat cells are not active. We all have learnt in the school that mitochondria is a powerhouse of cell. So those mitochondria in those adipocytes, in those fat cells, are not active as they should be. And also these fat pockets, mainly in female individuals after pregnancies and deliveries, in lower abdomen, hips and thighs area. So these fat pockets are hormone dependent.
Okay.
This fat deposition is there because of the hormonal changes that happen during and after pregnancy.
Yeah. So there are a lot of aspects to it.
Yes, and because of absence of this some particular receptors on those adipocytes, your body is not able to utilize those fat even though it has ample of it.
Okay.
So it's not always possible to achieve that perfect figure or perfect body through gym only. Yeah. This is where cosmetic surgery and plastic surgery comes to your rescue. So good healthy and good lifestyle and gym and exercise complements plastic surgery or cosmetic surgery, or cosmetic surgery complements this thing,
intervention.
So both things are equally important.
True. Recently I have observed this trend. Like, earlier marriages were just about like two people coming together, but now brides before their marriage undergo a lot of procedures. True. And plastic surgeon have a different segment for that. So tell me, what are the brides require before their wedding? What are their requests like?
Yeah, so yeah, majority of the requests that we get through these days are, one is obviously the liposuction. So they mainly get their tummy and thighs and arms done, because arms are going to be visible throughout the wedding. Tummy, everybody wants a flat, well-toned tummy, and thighs are one structure where majority of our Indian population has tendency of depositing fat on. And sometimes we also do fat grafting in breast and buttocks along with this type of procedures. For the brides who have their wedding very near, like they only have a couple of weeks before their wedding, they usually come with a request of mainly fillers. So we do fillers in lips, we can do fillers for their chin and jawline and nose.
Interesting. But tell us that, can you see a trend where a girl or a person, instead of going to a conventional parlor, would come to a cosmetic surgeon and directly get the things done? Do you see that?
Yeah, because all these makeups and parlors, they cannot enhance certain things after certain limit.
Yeah.
They can make your face or their skin look flawless, but they cannot actually make it flawless, right? So that's where this medical grade treatments and procedures are required. They cannot make you your costume designer can make you an outfit that can look you slim, but that can actually, he cannot actually make your waistline smaller. That is where plastic surgery has its role.
Yeah. And tell me, like, do you also see women getting a lot of procedures like restoring their hymen or something related to vagina? I mean, what are the kind of things that girls are doing these days?
Yes, so before wedding, this hymenoplasty is one surgery. Girls or ladies coming from very conservative background, conservative family, they might have one or two relations before their wedding, and now they want this revirgination surgery done. And there is this second subpopulation of female individuals who are either divorced or they have had multiple vaginal deliveries done, and they have this extra vaginal laxity, and that is that can be a cause of urinary incontinence or repeated vaginal infection. So we can do surgical vaginoplasty and labioplasty to help them gain the confidence, to help them get rid of this actual discomfort that they are undergoing because of repeated infection and everything.
True.
So these are the procedures which are pertaining to the private parts.
Yeah. But is talking about most of your patients, is it coming from a place of less confidence? Is it coming from a place of insecurity, or is it just social media pressure that they want to look a certain way? What are the reasons?
So basically, there could be some bias because of social media bombarding and the pressure, outside pressure on a lady to look good, look perfect. But sometimes it is also need based. I have seen female executives or female individuals who are at very good higher post. They are confident about their looks, they are knowledgeable, they are learned, they have professional degrees, and they have this 50, 100 or 500 subordinates working under them. They need to stand up daily and give them instructions, or tell them to do this and not do this. And some of them, this executives or individuals, they feel that they are being judged by their look, right? So they need to look sharp. They are commanding, they are already successful. It's not like that their success is depending on their beauty. It's not like that. But they feel the need to look sharp, to look better,
and that's why.
Right? And that's why they opt for this type of surgeries. They want to go for tummy tuck, they want to go for breast reduction, or they want to go for breast implants. They want something done with their face so that they look more young and energetic. They don't look old.
So they are their reasons.
Yes,
true.
they are reasons.
And coming to the Gen Z term, which I recently heard, which is baby botox, where they want to solve a problem before they have one.
Yes.
How do you see that? And do you have people requesting you to,
Yeah, so we call it preventive botox also. So basically, you start getting the botox done
at an early age?
at very early age, even before or precisely when you start having those lines and wrinkles. So you don't wait for those wrinkles to become very big and conspicuous and then work on it, right? Just nip it in the bud.
True.
Because you have things available at your disposal. At your disposal, and they are safe. They are not expensive. You can get it done repeated times, and you can have the exact same good results with proper safety.
True.
So why not?
But tell us, do kids or teenagers come to you? And they are girls, they are boys. Like, tell us more about that.
Yeah, so these young kids, young population, they are very keen on getting certain things done. So if we talk about boys first, then they are more worried about their chest. If they are having gynecomastia or man boobs, they definitely want to get rid of that. Girls, they are more worried about their nose and lips. So they want perfect nose, they want very sharp, pointy tip. They don't want very broad nose. Yeah, they want very smooth and long dorsum. And of course, they want very nice and plump lips.
Yeah, that's in trend.
Yeah, that's in trend.
Yeah, interesting. And do you also have cases where the husband or the boyfriend is coming, then that give my girlfriend or my wife bigger boobs or a fuller body? Like, do you have such requests?
Yes, many a times. Many times we see that this young couple, they come with this specific type of request. Like, we are still in our honeymoon phase. We have, we want to travel the world before we have kids.
True.
So make her look perfect. Make her look beautiful, so that we look picture perfect in all our Instagram posts and videos.
True.
And interestingly, there is also one subset of population, the couple, husband and wife, they are into their early or late 40s. So they are financially stable. Their kids are also settling or about to be settled financially. They themselves are financially well off.
True.
And now they want to live the rest of the life nicely. They want to travel, their social life is active, and the husband wants her wife to look as beautiful as he had married her. So he wants her to undergo liposuction and tummy tuck, and he would request that doctor, do breast implants. So
and what are the trends that you foresee that future may this is the thing that people will go for? Because right now there is certain type of body type, like say people look at Kim Kardashian, or they would want certain type of bodies. In future, what do you foresee?
Yeah, so this cosmetic industry is all about trends, because some trends, they come, and everyone on Instagram, the influencers and these actresses, models, they get that particular procedure or surgery done, and then they boast about their results, and then it trickles to the general elite population, then it comes down to the regular population, and it keeps on changing. So now the trend that I can see coming is more about having toned body and symmetrical structures and symmetrical looking breast and buttocks.
Okay.
So basically earlier the trend was like having very large or big buttocks, the BBL, the one like Kim Kardashian has, was in trend. Now ladies, they want it more in shape, and they do not want very chiseled look on their tummy, but they want it toned. So not six packs, but if you look at their tummy, you would feel that she is hitting the gym regularly, and she's a very toned abdomen. So leave some fat, take out some, and make us look like we are doing gym on
so like there is no makeup look. I think they want
kind
of
so it's kind of
with
like
the
that.
body. True.
The natural look. So that is what is coming next.
And as a plastic and cosmetic surgeon, do you think that the job or the work of a plastic surgeon is like an artist?
It is, yeah, it is about art.
Yeah.
Science is there, it's definitely there. You have to be, like at your best game when you are doing surgery, in terms of patient safety, in terms of the equipments and instruments that you are having. You have to bring out your A game, but you also understand what is beautiful and what looks a body, or a part of the body such as nose or breast, looks make look beautiful.
Beautiful. But have
You
you
have
met
to work your way around it.
around it? Have you met patients where you could just say that you are already beautiful, you don't have to do this? As a doctor, have you said this ever to your patient?
Yes. I have said that.
No,
I
mat
keep
karo.
on saying that, and I tell them, you don't need that. Like, there is no need. I even tell them that there is no need to spoil this. Because sometimes when you try to do some micromanagement, then you tend to spoil things. Perfection is paralysis.
Perfection is paralysis. That's true. And that's also a similar thing with mothers, that mothers are not satisfied with their bodies, and there is postpartum depression. What is your experience with mothers, and what are the kind of needs they have, when it comes to overcoming the body changes?
Yeah, so basically, the period right after the birth of the baby is, very difficult for a woman. It is so much overwhelming. They are flooded with emotions. They are flooded with hormones, and a female body runs on hormones.
Yeah.
Right. So there is no denying in that, and there is pressure from the family, pressure from the husband, from the in-laws, from her own parents, that you do this, you don't do that, you give her top milk, you give her your breast milk. So, and whosoever have ever come in contact with a child becomes specialist.
Yeah.
And it's a very difficult time.
True.
So, and the body is also changing. Her breasts are not as like they were before the pregnancy.
Yeah.
And it might take a change for a worse. Their tummy has stretch marks, and it is stretched, and they have fat depositions here and there. So once the lady stops feeding her child, once the breastfeeding has stopped, around that time she can go for a mommy makeover. So we call it a mommy makeover, because you can have the desired figure, or the figure that you had before you become a mother.
True.
So you can fix your breast, you can fix your arms, thighs, you can fix your tummy.
Yeah.
You can fix everything with surgery, and you can have proper body. And it is not just superficial. It's not just about about your looks and skin, but it is about being comfortable in your own skin.
Yeah.
You need to feel secure about your body. You need to feel good about your body.
Yeah.
You should not be ashamed of your own body parts.
True.
And it is real thing.
Yeah.
It's not about body shaming. It's not about calling someone like names, but we are human. We all have emotions. And it's okay to feel that way sometimes. And this really helps you. Cosmetic surgery, getting rid of that extra fat, getting rid of loose flabby skin from below your belly button, it does enhance your confidence.
True. And lastly, are there any myths about the industry that you would like to correct our audiences with?
Yes, there are many myths. Especially young generation, they come with very very bizarre requests that
I want to look beautiful.
I want to look beautiful is still okay. Like we can do that, but they might want to look like a certain influencer.
Yeah.
So I have this young fellow, male individual. He is a successful businessman. He runs his own business. He might be having some 15-20% staff. And he is so much into depression. And he has this what we call underconfidence.
And one that is not self-assured.
He is like that only.
Okay.
So he had chemical business. He is very well off. And accident happened. Basically during COVID, he was making this sanitizer.
Okay.
And somehow the sanitizer, the liquid caught fire. and he had this flames coming to his face.
Yes.
So he was not burnt very badly or severely, like he has no permanent marks or those scarring on the face.
Yeah.
But his hair got burnt, and somehow he got this very bad tanning. From there everything went
Yeah,
down.
it had an impact on his
Yeah,
self-esteem.
it impacted his self-esteem so
Okay.
badly
that there was
that
no going.
he wanted to get everything done, and he follows one influencer on Instagram. So the first day he came to me, he came with his profile, and this fellow has some millions of followers, and he does this mundane stuff such as preparing coffee, and he has views in millions.
Okay.
And he told me that I want to look like him, and he chatted with him also.
Oh, okay.
He chatted with that influencer also, and he asked him that what all surgeries he had undergone, and he told him also that I had this chin implant and jaw implants done, and I take glutathione, I do this, I do that, I do gym like 5 hours a day. So, and he was ready to get everything done. He came and told me that my buttocks look bigger, so you liposuction on my buttocks. I said your buttocks are fine. You are a guy who is going to look at your buttocks, not even your wife. Just forget about it. He said no, they are bigger.
Okay. Yeah. So such are
So
the kind.
I discourage him that it's no need.
True.
Like, why do you want to go for buttocks liposuction?
Yeah. Go for something else.
Yeah, and he's 6 feet 2 inches.
Oh.
So he's like good personality, but
Just the
he was not himself after this incident.
True.
And one time this has happened. One of his clients mistook his staff for the boss, and that hurt him very badly.
Yeah. And it stayed with him, and that's why.
Yes.
So these are the kind of cases that.
Yeah.
True.
And many other weird requests also. Like a lady came to me probably a year ago, and she told me that, doctor, I have small breast, I want big breast, I want to go for breast implant.
Yeah.
I said okay, we can do that. And the reason she gave me that she told me that her husband is having an affair, and that was the reason that she wanted to have breast implants done. I said, you think twice. It is fact that you are having smaller breast. You can go for breast implants. You will definitely be benefited from that. It can also be fact that your husband might be having an affair.
Yeah.
But try and correlate these two things, whether it will help you in your cause or not. She said, no, I know my husband. You do the surgery. I said, okay, we can go for the surgery. We did breast implants. She was happy. She went home. She came to me again after 6 months. She told me that the surgery is really nice. I am happy with the size of my breast, but I want bigger breasts because my husband is still having an affair.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Yeah. So, we cannot really say, what the effect the plastic surgery or cosmetic surgery will have on your interpersonal relationship.
Yeah, that's again a very
It
complex
can work.
domain.
Yeah, it's very, because
True.
her husband having an affair is a very complex issue. It cannot be just one reason of her having small breasts.
True.
It can be many reasons, or no matter how she would be, he can still be someone who would do that to her.
True. So it
Even
really,
without her fault, anywhere.
yeah, it's not just the breast.
Yeah, you cannot just pin it on her size of the
Yeah,
breast.
true. And another aspect that you also deal with is body hair. And many a times I've seen young girls waxing their intimate parts, hair on their intimate parts, or even waxing on face. Do you think that's advisable, or do you think that going for a cosmetic surgery, hair removal is safe? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so basically, first we talk about the private parts, and clipping your hair is very important in keeping those areas clean and hygienic.
Yeah.
So that goes without saying. That is a good practice. But waxing is not always the best option, because one, that it is painful and you have to get it done repeatedly. And sometimes because of this chemicals and everything in the wax, it causes burns also. the private parts and areas such as face or underarms, they become dark. They get pigmentation over them. And then it is very difficult to treat them.
True.
So once they know that they have been doing waxing for this long, and they knew that initially those parts were not dark, were not pigmented, and now they are black.
Have pigmented, yeah.
So now they have two problems. The hair are still there because waxing is not a permanent solution, and now the parts are darker. So this is where this laser hair removal comes to rescue, and it's not even a surgery; it's a procedure. And it's a simple OPD procedure. It is very safe, and it does not give you skin cancer or anything. All lasers are not harmful. Like the one Terminator is holding in his hand. That is a different thing.
Yeah.
But these lasers are friendly. They are harmless. They are friendly to the skin also. Yeah. And they give you very nice, good result. And it's not even surgery.
But there are so many people who would want to look fairer, because we stay in a country where everyone wants to look fair and lovely.
Yes,
but tell me, do you have requests where people, girls especially, come to you?
Yeah, girls and girls' mothers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, before their wedding.
Okay,
so,
okay.
Sir, aane jara gori kariya bote.
Okay.
So they come with such type of request, because I don't know what fascination we all have towards fair skin. I don't know. I personally don't understand it. I personally don't feel it that way also. For me, as I said before, features and proportionality is more important than just the skin color. Whatever your skin color is, but if your skin is healthy, if your skin looks radiant, it is going to look good.
True.
But they do come with such type of request that I want to look. And they have this specific request, like 2 shades, 4 shades fairer.
Oh.
Not just fair.
So is there an acceptable...
They quantify it.
So,
4 shades lighter.
4 shades lighter. And is it possible to do it medically? 4 shades lighter?
Yes, to some extent, yeah.
But then for how long can one stay fair this way?
You have to...
Few months?
You have to continue the treatment.
And
it's a continuous matter.
Any other such bizarre requests that you get, like?
Yeah, all the time. Like girls come to me and they tell me that I want nose look like Selena Gomez.
Yeah. So all of those things. Thank you so much for your time and for all the anecdotes that you shared. I'm sure our audience will have a blast after watching this interview. For more such interactions and discussions, keep watching Women's Social Corner. Thank you.